Welcome to Wubby Gaming, where we help gamers grow. So this is an inside peek about how Placid Fury does our race prep. So this is part 2 of a series. So the first part showed you how to do your race prep if you are using a computer or a laptop. And this one is for the people that don't have a computer or laptop or choose to do the mobile version. So I'm using my iPhone here, and I don't recommend this because it is like 5 times or 10 times harder. But if this is the only option and you're saying, Wubby, it's 2020, I don't need a laptop, I use my mobile phone for everything, then this video is for you. So you'll see down the bottom in Google Docs. So first of all, you need to download Google Sheets from the App Store or the Play Store. And then once you click on the link, it will open this up and you'll see something very much like this. So see down the bottom, there's these rectangle things that are sort of grayish and they have headings. So think of that as sort of like a book, and each of these tabs are pages within a book. So what you do is you can click on each of these pages or each of these tabs, and that'll take you to the different sort of pages that you need to fill in. So if you're in Placid Fury or you've just joined us or you're thinking about joining us, then you might be watching this video, or maybe you're just curious. So how you use this thing is there's 3 tabs. There's the red tab, which is overall prep, the orange tab, which is detailed prep, and the yellow tab, which is the prep challenges tab. So what I recommend is going into the detail prep, and if you have 2 devices, it's best to use this on one device and be in gaming Monster Legends on your second device. However, if you only have one device, then you need to toggle between both, and that's sort of like the 10 times more harder version. So, or what you can do is note what these things are and get a pen and paper and write them down first. So let's pretend, for example, that I am, who hasn't done it? The first person that hasn't done this yet is Dan. So let's pretend that I'm Dan, and we will only do, let's say, the 5, 6, 7 routes, right? Because 5, 6, 7 routes are the most hardest to prep. So let's pretend I'm Dan, and let's see how many runes we need to make this green. So where are I? So the recommended for Placid Fury 85 laps is 100 level 5s, 50 level 6, and 50 level 7s. The level 7s are to gamble to do the craft level 7 runes. So let's pretend I'm Dan and I've hit those minimum benchmarks, 50, 50, 25. So if I'm Dan, what I do is I go to the Dan column M, and I go here. So when you click on these tabs, it shows this blue rectangle. And what I do here is I go to this tab down the bottom next to FX, and I type my number in. So let's pretend I have 50 level 5. I press return. 50, it was 25, right? Let's pretend I have 50 again. Let's pretend I have 50 for all of them, just to make it simple. Let's make this one 40 actually. There we go. So, and then you can click the tick. When you click the tick, then it takes away all of the keyboard, so it's a bit easier to see. So I'm Dan, I've got 50 level 5, 50 level 6, and 40 level 7. So I fill that in for the rest of these things, and then I'll know where I'm at in terms of race prep. So the greener it is, the better. If it's yellow, you're doing okay, but you've got some room for improvement. And if it's red, like this is a 0, then you've got a long way to go. So that's the first one. So in the top left, there's a tick box. If you tick that, then you'll see order pages again. So let's pretend I've got those runes already. So what I go is I go to the overall tab, and this is similar, but it's at a higher level. So I go here. Because I'm green, I've got the 500, I've got the recommended, which is 50, 50, and 25. Then if I'm Dan, I can go into here and click on these box. And if you click on the box, then it'll go tick, tick, tick. So tick, tick, tick. And then do the green tick in the top left because I want to go back to another tab now. And I can go to the last tab, which is this gold one, DIY prep challenges. And what this is in Placid Fury is I'm going to say, hey, these are the things I'm going to work on over the next sort of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long there is left to go to the race. So let's pretend for Dan, I really want to work on free tools. So what I do is I go to free tools, which is the bottom right one. I go to this left column and I go find my name. It's in alphabetical order. So I click on Dan, and then let's pretend I've got 1,000 to start off with. So I've got some, but I've got a long way to go. Fritos, you need a lot of fruits. I'll click on 1,000, Click on the tick 1000. So what happens now is every time I go and update my detail tab, these gray boxes will update automatically. So let's put that into action, right? So click the tick so we can go back to detail. And I'm still Dan. So I go look for Fritos. This Fritos is this purplish one here. So let's pretend a week has passed and I got another 2,000 Fritos cells. Fritos or Tarzapes because they both are rare earths. So we count them together. Let's pretend I've got our 3,000. So I type in 3,000, tick, tick, tick. And let's go to the yellow tab and see what happens here. So I'm Dan. So now see here, it auto-populated. So I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was I had to update it in detail prep. And these numbers will update automatically. So what this tells me is Dan started with 1,000 Frito cells, and then a week later he got another 2,000 Frito cells, and now he has 3,000 Frito cells. So it tells me that he's sort of on track and he's making progress. And if I want to see this visually, you can see here, he started with this blue bit, which is 1,000, and then he got another 2,000, and now his total is 3,000. The graphs actually look quite pretty in inside a phone. It looks better than it does on a laptop actually, so that's pretty cool. So that's how you use these tabs and these worksheets, these Google Sheets. So it is easiest on a laptop, but if you want to, or if you choose to, or if you have to use a mobile, that's how you do it. So hopefully that helps. If you enjoyed this video or learned something, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.